Okay, just a quick review of the results of the home inspection. Water meter comes here at the front right side of the property. That's where your water comes in at. And as we walk towards the front of the house, you're going to see where your main water shutoff valve is. That's located here at the west side of the house, or west side of the garage wall. This is where your pipes are. You have a leak here. You'll see that minor leak. You'll see that in the inspection report. And then as you go here past these bushes, that valve that you see back there, that is actually the main water shutoff valve. All right, so now you know where that is located at. I had minor leaking at both the valve and this pipe here, so you'll want to make sure that you go to the plumbing section in your report and either have a contractor or yourself, if you're comfortable with plumbing, take a look at that. This box out here is the main service disconnect. Okay, you have 150 amp service coming in. We opened up the panel, see pictures of that in your report, and you'll see that that was in good condition. We're going to recommend repairing the rain sensor. Here you can see the wiring's loose over there. Okay, and also as we went around the building, we paid attention to where the water's falling from. Off the roof, there's no gutters here on the west side, and you can see the erosion that's taken place. So you'll see recommendations to not just install gutters, but also to remove some of the vegetation that you've got growing around the building where it's making contact with the walls and the roof. Okay, coming around, you'll see what we call typical settlement cracks. These cracks are minor in nature. All you need to do here is really seal them to prevent them from separating further. And as we walk around the outside, I noticed your garage lights. I think one of them was not working earlier. You'll want to just check that bulb, make sure it's the bulb only. Okay, walking around the front walkway, you'll see just some minor cracking here too. Minor cracking is common in Florida on both concrete, brick, stucco, where you can see a little crack right over here. These are areas you just want to keep sealed up so that as you live here, they don't get any worse or don't allow for any further separation. Now, as we came around the outside, we did run sprinklers earlier. We found the system works, but has some damaged heads that'll need to be repaired. That's something for you to pay attention to. Here's the back patio area with an extended patio off the back porch. That looked pretty good. You're going to see a note in there to repair the ceiling fan here in the back rear exterior ceiling, where you can see the lens is damaged there. Seems like the fan works though when we turned it on from the inside. One of the notes you're going to see in my report also is that the grade here at the back of the property, it slopes towards the back of the house, which is not optimum for what you need here. The grade should slope away. Another item you'll see is just a loose faucet fixture here in the back, this hose bib, and also a damaged handle. The backflow preventers at each one of the hose bibs outside needs to be replaced because it's not allowing for proper water flow. You'll see that in the report as well. All right, mostly what you see outside is pretty common and typical, nothing unusual here. The back siding, the gable siding, not just the back but the side and the front, this looks like a compressed board siding. You'll see some notes on that in my report. That's something right here. This siding looks like it's been well maintained, but in some cases that type of siding deteriorates quicker than other types of siding, and there was a class action suit against some of the manufacturers of that particular type of siding. You would just want to make sure that you keep that painted. That's really the key with that. And as we walk around the building here, again on the west side, you can see the erosion on the ground. You want to get control of that before it starts to become a problem. Things that could happen is it can draw termites to the foundation. It could allow for water to sit here instead of drain away properly, which can over time affect the building. So you'll want to pay attention to that. Some of the other things we found as we approached the side patio is a timer box that's no longer seems to be controlling anything that we can put our finger on. So we think that this is abandoned, although you can plug it in at this wall here and it does come on, but nothing else comes on once you control it from the panel. So I would say you probably want to either have someone look at this further or just remove it. Doesn't seem to be something you need to have. And as we went around, we also saw some wood rot at the fascia area. This is largely because this tree's been allowed to grow here and it keeps the area wet. So naturally, where there's wet water and there's wood, no matter how well painted you keep it, eventually that water's going to get in. And that's what happened at this corner and also at the corner right over here. So that's pretty much the long and short for the exterior. So You'll just want to make sure that you maintain these areas and do a better job that has been done in the past. Landscape's not in that great a condition, but that's something that you can deal with as you move forward and you get inside the house. Okay, we're going to be heading over to the garage. Oh, by the way, there was some there has been some accent lighting installed here previously. The box is here, there's a timer here. They probably plugged it into the outlet on the back wall there, but we really don't see any lights. You probably have to trace those, see if it's something that you want to do, if you're interested in having accent lighting put in. You know, that you have different options. You can go with solar, you can go with electrical, whatever it is that is your preference. And as we enter the garage, essentially, first thing I noticed when we got in here really was it seemed like there might have been some settlement here in the wall that could have been repaired. Okay, hard to really tell after the fact, but I would just keep my eye on the east wall in the garage over time. Just make sure that nothing starts to separate or move. If it does, call me back or call an engineer or a contractor. But right now, things seem fine there. There's a GFI receptacle here in the garage that has gone bad. Cannot reset it. Okay, so you'll want to replace that. Those are usually about $15 each. They're not a big expense. But it's inconvenient because that one receptacle here in the garage is connected to the exterior outlets, the hall bathroom outlet, and the 2 outlets in the master bathroom. So you remember, if this can't be reset, you have no power at the outside or either bathroom. So this would be something of a priority, even though it's not an expensive repair. For the purpose of convenience, you would want to get that done as quickly as possible. Okay, this is the sub panel here at the south side of the garage. General Electric is an acceptable brand. There's no known defects that I'm aware of with that brand. This panel, when I opened it up, looked really good. Everything seems to be labeled. You can follow your legend right there. And there was no unusual circumstances going on at the time when we opened it up. It looked good. Water heater, I believe it's from 1999. It's 50 gallons. General Electric as well. Seems to be heating the water at this time. Okay, nothing very unusual about this at all. You can see it's in pretty decent condition. In the side of the garage here on the west and the northwest corner, this is where the sprinkler timer panel is. That's how we ran the sprinklers. I think that you probably will want to have somebody fix the heads before you use it, because there's a lot of damaged heads. Some of the heads are hitting the house, wetting the house, and some of the heads are damaged. This outlet that was installed here at the front garage wall, the left of the garage door, is not ground fault protected. It should be. And there is also a junction box in the attic that I located that has wiring going into it that's not secured. So you would want to have an electrician go up there and take a look at that. Okay, this is the laundry area where we were earlier. Couldn't run a washer and a dryer, but I was able to decipher some information from just basic visual inspection. 220 was powered, it looked good. 110 too. I took water pressure at the washer valves to make sure you had water flow. In the attic, I noticed that there's a lot of dryer lint. That indicates that the dryer duct itself is obstructed or has been obstructed. You would want someone to remove that dryer lint and to service that duct to make sure that you're able to use a dryer in this house safely. In this bathroom, we ran water. We didn't have any real problems here. Things seemed to work pretty well. The only place that I had an issue was at the bathroom shower, where you could see a little loose, a little void here. These tiles, loose right over here, chip in the tub. And the shower diverter in this particular shower, when you pull it up, it does not divert the water fully. Alright, so you would want to get that fixed, because that's taken away about half the volume of the water that would otherwise go through the shower head. Okay, we went through each room, pretty much room by room, just to check it out. One thing all the rooms have in common is somebody has removed the fixtures in each one of these rooms, okay, leaving wires exposed. That's not a good thing. That's something you would want to either cover up or install new fixtures. As we went through it, you had pretty much consistently the same thing in many areas. All right. Now, looking around the inside, it seems to have been well kept. I mean, it's in good conditions, well maintained. We did check the smoke detectors that we had available to us here in the hallway right before the master. And as we went through the master into the bathroom, we noticed several things. One, the shower diverter is not functional. In other words, it's stuck. So you turn it on, it will go to the shower only, but you can't use this faucet, so that's going to need to be serviced. Another thing in this bathroom is that this window is a fixed window, and we don't really have a vent fan in here for the shower. That would be something we would recommend getting installed. Now you do have one, and this is probably why you don't have one in there. You do have one above the toilet. Okay, so technically that will probably qualify as the vent fan for the bathroom. There are some missing knobs at the cabinets here. One of the fixtures at the left sink, this one, you can see it leaks. Okay, this one, the pop-up assembly doesn't really hold water. All right, so that's just an example of a couple of minor things that we will recommend getting repaired here at this property. We ran the air conditioning unit, and the outside unit is from 1996, so that one is 18 years old. There's a good chance that that will need to be replaced sooner rather than later. On the flip side, the inside unit was replaced in 2008, and we do have, we were able to locate a permit for the replacement for the air handler. Okay. Filter replacement at the bottom of the air handling unit is where your filter is now, but there's also an access in the wall underneath the air handler closet. Okay, plumbing checked out okay, like we talked about for the most part, just minor things. Electrical checked out with a handful of minor things. And as we look around, this is the kitchen area. I still have the dishwasher running. That seems to be doing okay at this point in time. No other real appliances here. There's a microwave and a disposal, but there's no refrigerator, no range. All right, so I hope this video is helpful along with your inspection report and giving you a good understanding of the condition of the property. The last thing that I wanted to tell you about was the roof. You'll see in the inspection report photographs of the roof. There's only some minor maintenance to be done up there, but that roof was installed in 2005. It's about 10 years old. Give it about 8 to 10 years of remaining life, and there's no active leaks at this time. All right, if you have any questions, give me a call, 321-228-3848. Thank you for your business.